Hey there, kids. It is the 13th. It is Baby Bourbon Barrel Day. Let's see how this is tasting. If this is your first time seeing it, we've been cooking some whiskeys that I just wasn't a fan of, and it was helping them taste better. And you can check out the longer review for more information on this. But let's just get... That smells so much better. So, aging goes quicker in a small barrel. This thing's been cooking the equivalent of 2.5 years. Still got some apple notes, but they're not rotten anymore. And it's very oaky. I might have to stop this experiment soon, bottle it, and start a new experiment. Well, thanks for checking out the short. Check out the long for more on this review. All right, sorry guys. So you don't even have to go watch the short now because you just saw the recording of the short. So let's talk about this thing. So like I said, the 2 bottles that I put in there initially, they've been aging for 2.5 years. If this is your first time watching the channel, or if you haven't watched the Baby Bourbon Barrel experiments, basically I had a whiskey that was I had a rye that was boring, and I had a whiskey that was finished in apple brandy barrels, and it tasted like rotten apples to me. It was horrendous. So now the nose on this is fantastic, actually. I could sit here and smell it all day. It's not something I could drink very often. It's kind of neat for a novel pour. It might be like a really good winter whiskey. I could see like having like a hot apple cider with this. Oh, actually, that sounds really good. Oh, or putting it into a hot apple cider. Oh, I think I figured out what I'm gonna do with this liquor in here. Yeah, the nose is fantastic. It's a little bit weird, but I got cinnamon, I got apple, I got chocolate for some reason, or maybe like, but not like a milk, not like a sweet chocolate, like a dark chocolate, like a 70% cacao. The nose is fantastic. I've got nothing but good things to say about the nose. Of course, I'm getting a little oak in there because it's been sitting in an oak barrel. All right, let's go back to the palate then. It's still just got on the taste. It's not rotten apples anymore. Like, I don't taste it and hate it like I used to. But it's like a sour apple, but it's almost like sour apple concentrate and then oak. There's a little bit of sweetness. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's real intense. It's real intense. Not so much on like the alcohol side, just the flavors are like punching you in the face. It's like bam, bam. Yeah, I do think this would be tremendous in a hot apple cider with a hot apple cider. I'm not super into apple pie, but probably would be great with an apple pie. So I'm wondering, are we close to the point where I want to go ahead and stick this in some bottles, and then maybe we do something else? My only worry with doing something else in this barrel is it gonna catch that apple taste? And even though the apple taste has been improving, do I want the next thing I cook to have that apple taste? So I got to think about that. I do have a bottle called Ancient Age, and actually it's right now there's a supply of it at the local stores. They got some in. It's not a top shelf bourbon. It is, sometimes people call it Baby Blanton's. It's the same mash bill as Blanton's. Now the stuff I get that I can get is 80 proof. I've heard really good things about the 90 proof. So if you see Ancient Age 90 proof, I'd suggest getting it. It's yeah. If you see the 90 proof, I need to try the 90 proof. If you see the 80 proof, it's not a bad pour. And so if you don't want as much alcohol content in your bourbon, then that might be the way to go, the 80 proof. But maybe I'll do a poll. So go ahead and put in the comments here what you think I should do. Do you think this is cooked long enough? Do you think I've just made a Izzo's winter whiskey and I should bottle it and send out some crazy samples to some people? Or should I keep cooking it? I guess those are the two choices. Do I bottle it, enjoy it for what it is, and we'll have to think of a fun name for it. Feel free to submit a name. So it's basically some sort of crazy apple whiskey. What else? Okay, so yeah, let me know what your opinion is. Do we get it into a bottle, or do we let it continue to age? And if we put it in a bottle, do I try to rinse it out and put something else in there? I'll probably just keep the bottle, use it as decoration somewhere here at the shop, and I could always buy another bottle and we could do another experiment. All right, so I have so much you could put comments on. So I'm going to put a poll up. I'll put a poll up on do we stay or do we go with the whiskey, and but also in the comments, put what you want, put what you think I should do with the bottle if I empty it. Do we fill it up with something else? Do I get rid of it? Do I try to rinse it out? And then as well, go ahead and submit your names for what we should call this whiskey. All right, thanks for hanging out, and have a good time. Be safe if you're working. Be safe if you're drinking. Be safe if you're just having fun. And I'll see you next time on Izzo's Place.